everyone, it's Keely here for Soy and Shea, and thank you so much for joining me for today's soap making video. If you caught a vlog I did a little while ago where I was doing some testing, I was piping some flowers, what I was hoping would look like Tiare flowers, and they were to go on the top of this soap, which is Tiare and Sea Spray. And although they don't look like Tiare flowers, I'm still really happy with the whole outcome of this soap. Now the fragrance oil that I used, it is a floral with those sort of oceany smells, but I am so pleasantly surprised at how this fragrance oil behaved, and I can't wait to show you the cut at the end of this video. Let's go and see how I make Tiare and Sea Spray soap. Let's go. Okay, so we are all set and ready to go. I've got all of my colours, all of my embeds, pouring my lye water into my oils. I'm going to mix them to emulsion and then split them out for the colours. Okay, so for the first colour, there's no colour. This is going to be some titanium dioxide, and I want a fair bit in this jug here. So we'll pour up to there. I'm going to put my blender into this one. First of all, put a bit of whites. This one here, I have got some Caribbean green, just a little bit for that one because I'm going to do piping at the end with that colour. We have got some sea mist in here. That should do. I have some Tutti Frutti. I really love this. So these are all shades of blue-green. So that one is in there. And then this one here is some Cool Vista, I think I put in this one. It was a lighter blue shade. So we'll get that one in there. Might just pour off just a little bit more into each of these, like so. Into my big pot, I want this to be a real pale blue, so I'm going to put in some titanium dioxide, and I'm going to put in some of this cerulean blue. Grab my little spoon here and put in some of that cerulean blue just to get a really light blue tinge. Going to get all of these mixed in, and then we will go and grab the fragrance. We're a little bit thick on the soap batter today because it is cool. We're soaping about 19 degrees as a room temperature today, so it's gone a bit thick on me, but hopefully this will loosen up and not thicken up. This is Tiare Flower and Sea Mist, and I'm not going to add it into the white, I decided, because I went to double check what was in this particular fragrance oil, and it has been taken off the website. It is a floral, but it's also got a bit of a fruity note into it as well. Not really sure where the sea spray comes into it, but maybe it's about being on a tropical island somewhere. I really don't know, but it does smell really good. And so far so good, but I always say that and turn my back for 2 seconds and it thickens up. So it's looking good. I'm not sure, it smells like it does have a bit of vanilla in it, so that's why I'm avoiding putting it into the white, because I don't want it to discolor. I'm going to get all these mixed in, and then I'm going to pour it into that big pot and kind of do, I haven't done one for a while, where I do a in the pot faux funnel pour, so I pour them all into the middle of that one colour. We'll see how this all turns out. I'm going to use the white to separate the colours. Alright, we've got our mould here. Really excited to see how this one's going to turn out. I'm going to just basically pour, just let it flow on down. That is looking absolutely beautiful so far. It has remained so beautiful and fluid as well. So I'm going to get all of these pots scraped out, and then we'll come back and we will do the top. Oh my goodness, it has been a while since I have had a fragrance, especially a floral, that has behaved like that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I am contemplating whether or not to put my embeds on here now, but you know what, I'm still going to do it because I think it's just going to really top off this soap. This is just absolutely stunning, but I am going to have to let it sit here for about 10 minutes to firm up because it's just so fluid that my flowers that I'm going to put on the top are going to sink. Okay, so I've had to wait for about half an hour for this to actually become firm enough for me to put my embeds on. This is such a well-behaving fragrance. It's a shame it's disappeared from off the website because I definitely get more of it in. What I'm popping onto the top of here, if you caught the vlog that I did a few weeks ago where I was doing some testing and things like that, I was testing to see how my soap dough recipe would pipe, and I was attempting to pipe Tiare flowers, which is what these were meant to be, and they were for this particular soap. They do look more like daisies, but it's artistic, so I'm going to call them Tiare flowers anyway. And all I'm going to do is, hopefully I've got enough to fill all of the top of this soap, and then I've saved some of that green. In fact, I've, as usual, probably saved way too much. I'm going to fill it in with some leaves once we've got all of these on here. It is looking so pretty. I'm still in awe of that swirl on the top of here. Really, really pleased with it. So I'm sorry I haven't brought the second camera into the studio. It's in the main room. It's been a wet, miserable, rainy day again today, so I am kind of tucked up in my studio with the heater on, with Lucy Lou in the shop area. She is feeling this cold at the moment, and I really don't feel like going out in the rain to go and get the other camera, so I'm afraid you'll just have to see the piping from the top down. Let's get these last few on here. Now we're going to grab piping. I've just got a really big leaf tip in here. It's a Wilton 366, and I'm just going to add some really big chunky leaves. Alright, we're going to leave it at that so I don't wreck it too much. I'm thinking it needs a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to use this clear holographic biodegradable glitter across the top just to make it really look very pretty. And then I'll bring you down for a closer look. So here is the top. It is looking absolutely stunning. Really, really pleased with this one. It smells really good as well. Can't wait to see what it looks like on the inside. So we're going to leave it sit here overnight, and we'll be back shortly to cut it open. We are back to cut into Tiare and sea salt, and I am loving it.48 sparkle on the top of there, and look at the sides. I did have a little bit of trouble getting this one out of the mold. It was in there for about 48 hours, and it was just that little bit sticky. It's been super cold here, which never helps with getting them out of the mold, but I will be able to smooth those all down and fix them up once we have got this one cut open. So I'm getting all lined up on Ida. Just nudge it down just a tad, and let's cut through and see what swirls we've got on the inside, because I'm really, really looking forward to seeing this one. So it's been sitting here for another little bit because I didn't want to cut it while it was still so sticky, but it is quite hard. and ready for the thunk. There she goes. Let's take a look. Let's grab myself a tray to put them onto, and let's grab one from out of the middle. Oh, look at that! Again, I've got those curly whirlies in there. That is absolutely awesome. Really, really love. Oh, and look at that side as well. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. I knew we were going to get some really nice pours out of that, really nice swirls with just how fluid that was. That is absolutely stunning. And it looks like we got those swirls all the way through. It's so pretty. One thing I have noticed, because of how swirly this has gone, that white has taken on a real greenish sort of tinge, which I'm not cross about because it really gives that whole oceany sort of feel to the soap. I am absolutely in love with this one. It smells really good as well. It's got that slight sweetness of the floral, but you do get that real sort of salty, oceany sort of sense from it as well. That was my phone that's just gone off. The only time I forget to put it on silent and someone messages me. But there it is. I am so super happy with how this one has come out in here. Let's grab one from down here. And yep, those swirls are all the way through. And really, really love the tops as well. So as I said, they don't look like Tiare flowers, but I'm really, really happy with it. So really pleased. So I hope you have enjoyed watching how I did this soap. If you did, why not leave me a thumbs up and any comments down below. And until the next video comes out, I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you then. Bye.